Hello everyone. So this is the second part of Unit 5, Rural Institution Planning and Development. So here we are going to discuss regarding the individual models. The individual models has been divided into two. That is, we are going to discuss at first regarding the post-independence model, and then we will be discussing regarding the pre-independence model. So in the post-independent models that will be covered in this session, we will be covering Etawah project and Nilokeri project, and the pre-independence model, which will be covered in the next session, we will be discussing regarding the Gandhi Sevagram experiment and also Sriniketan experiment of Tagore. The post-independent models. The first we will be discussing regarding the Etawah pilot project. So this project was started in 1948 by Mr. Albert Mayer of USA, who came to India as a warrior at a village called Mehwa in Uttar Pradesh. Pilot project for the development of Etawah district in Uttar Pradesh was formulated by him with the following objectives. The first objective was to know the degree of productive and social improvements through self-confidence and cooperation. Second, to find how quickly these results could be attained. Third, to know whether the results remain permanent even after the special pressure is withdrawn, and also to assess how far the results were reproductive in other places. In the project, development officers at various levels were posted. At village level, there was a multi-purpose village level worker, that is the VLV, with 4 or 5 villagers under him. The entire project was sponsored and funded by the government of Uttar Pradesh. The program works were by and large similar to the earlier projects. Introduction of improved variety of seeds, chemical fertilizers, improved implements, plant protection measures, horticulture development, soil conservation, improved cultural practices, and the like. Then a project in animal husbandry, cooperation, credit provision, marketing and supply, improvement of roads, water supply, drainage, etc. There were adult literacy programs, tour for farmers, village leader training camps, mass contact programs, etc. The project's total expenditure was 1.54 million rupees. Of this, the total expenditure only 1.3% was on grant and aid and subsidy. This was very little share. It also did not distribute materials of any kind at free of cost to the people. The emphasis was self-help. Advice alone was free. Initially, the work started in 64 villages. After 1 year, the number of villages covered under the project went up to 97. In 1951, another 125 villages were included. Finally, this project was merged with the National Extension Service, that is a NES block. The most convincing achievement of this project was in agriculture, particularly in wheat production due to the adoption of improved production technologies. This project solved the problem of unemployment and underemployment. There was 53.3% expenditure on capital works, which resulted in making available of good roads and other structures. Success gained in Etawah could not be maintained after the mayor's departure in 1957. Now let's discuss regarding the Nilokeri project. It started during 1948 under the leadership of S.K. Dey. Its primary purpose was to develop a new township to rehabilitate displaced persons from West Pakistan. The project was built in a swampy barren land by refugees, self-help and government's assistance, located around the vocational training center on the highway of Delhi and Ambala. They launched a new scheme called Mazdoor Manzil for construction of township at Nilokeri. The scheme gave people 1. Training on agricultural implements preparation, cottage industries, carpentry, etc. It was based on self-sufficiency for rural cum urban in all essential requirements of life. The original plan of Nilokeri was to have a township of 5,000 people and to link it with the village having a population of about 25,000. It was contemplated that the Nilokeri town would have the center of medical relief, public health and sanitation. There was also a provision for high school education, technical and vocational training, horticulture, poultry, piggery, fishery, sheep breeding and other forms of animal husbandry. Later, This township was subsequently handed over to the government of Punjab. After the bifurcation of Punjab, Nilokheri went to the Haryana state. I hope that the two post-independent model, that is the Etawah project and the Nilokheri project, was clear to all of you. Thanks for listening. Have a happy learning.